You're zero fun. Yep. You need, like, some magical to, like, give you a new perspective. Like, therapy? Welcome back to Night in the Woods. Last time we played, we got to hang out with Bae. As always, learn a little more about the town and the economic situation and these characters. It's always so much fun. We also had a dream with a bear coming up. Never a dull moment. Having said that, let's wake Mae up. It's never unfunny. We could practice or not. Oh, we have new messages. Hey, I got sick from the mall food. Ugh, I wasn't good mall food. I'm working today if you want to say hello. So even having to work even though you're sick. Oof. Sometimes it feels like it is a certain level of privilege to be able to take time off when we feel sick. Yep, that's my life right there. Morning. I'm working today. Angus is out of town and I'm lonely. Okay, bye. Sincerely, Gregory. So it feels like Bae is like, I feel gross, but I'm still working. And I get the impression that Bae is the type of person who has had to shoulder a lot of burdens since her mom passed away. So like potentially that's something that she's used to, even though it's not something that's great to get used to. So like she strikes me as the kind of person who's not used to asking for help. Even though she may need help. Whereas Greg just asked for help. And maybe not. Didn't directly ask for help, but did say that he was lonely. So Greg seems a little more used to asking for things than Bae. And we can't spend time with all of them. Dad should move them. It's only fair. I wonder how many people had parents who told them life's not fair. This bookshelf is like the ghost of Granddad, hanging out in the corner. Maybe not his ghost, like his skeleton. Ugh, I just made myself sad. Why did I come over here? Oh, There's like something written inside this book cover. Left 45, right 100, left 22, right 90, right 15. It's like a combination for something. Is this like, what is this? Oh, I was gonna say, please tell me you wrote it down. Where did you write it down? Am I blinded? I'm not seeing this. Granddad. Thought, come back to life, Granddad. Everything feels bad. Bruce. Okay, so we didn't write down the combination. I'm gonna really hope that whatever we need that for isn't, like, immediate. There's a piece of paper. That's not the kind of paper I wanted. Alright, Mae. Well, give me those numbers again. Yeah, let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Floating Island and Other Stories. Oh no, I need those numbers. Granddad didn't read out of this. He like recited it from memory. He made stuff up on top of that to get me to sleep when I was a kid. Miss you, dude. It's like potentially that's where Mae's imagination came from. The Floating Island. Jeez, I'm old. You're old, Mae. If she's old, then what am I? Ancient? What are you even thinking about in there? Bird shit? Hey, Mae's mom. Good morning. Did you feel it last night? No? Or what? No? But you know what I'm talking about, right? No. Spill it, Mom. There's a big sinkhole 2 streets over. Shit. Oh, are we still getting those? I don't think those ever really go away. Swampy ground and so forth, and on a floodplain. Fuck. Oh, weird. I don't want you over there nosing around it. Well, of course it's what's gonna happen. I guarantee you I won't. I have seen sinkholes. No interest at all? Mom, they're just holes in the ground. Get back to me when one, like, swallows a house or something. That happens! And that's, like, really sad. We'll go see it together if that happens. Deal. So, what did you do last night? Went to the mall with Bae. Oh, Fort Lucerne? Yeah. I haven't been there in years. How is it? Empty. Kind of falling apart and empty. Yeah, I expect. Everyone just goes to the outlet stores up by the interstate now. For, you know, shoes and things. Well, stop by the church if you're in the area. Will do, Mom. See ya. Bye, sweetie. Let's talk more. Now that you've been home for a few days. Yeah. Have you thought about getting a... Oh, getting a job. I was like, what starts with the J? Well, gotta go, Mom. Bye, sweetie. Let's talk more. Okay, or not. How tall are those hats? They're very tall. It is dreary. Oh, it is raining like that one person said. Does it only rain if you talk to them? Still doing construction, huh? Okay. Is there anybody out in the street? Oh, I can jump on all the cars. I probably shouldn't do that. Okay. Now that I have checked out the street, I know I can safely jump on the telephone wire. While it's raining. Oh! Sorry! Here, I'll knock a nut down. Kind of. Oh, there it goes. To pay respects! I'm sorry. I feel like it also might be a certain amount of privilege to have to stay in an area that has, like, sinkholes and stuff like that. Like, if we can't afford to leave. Your laundry is getting wet. See, I just leave my laundry out on rainy days. It's like a cheap wash. I don't think that's how it works. Is this something in your mouth? Oh, that's a leap of faith right there. Okay. Hi, I'm on your porch. My cat don't like folks on the porch. I don't see your cat. Mae Borowski. Selmers. Now, we all know how important it is to look our best. What? Our appearance is the first and sometimes last impression we make. What? Selmers, did you join a cult? Why are there mentions of a cult so many times? Lucky for you, I happen to be a licensed dealer. In what? Oh, okay. Of the Sylvam family of products. Is this like Mary Kay? Selmers, I don't have any money. Oh, okay. Are you giving that pitch to everyone, or have you sold anything yet? Are you giving that pitch to everyone? It's horrible, isn't it? I did a video seminar. Oh, it is like a multi-level marketing scheme. I did a video seminar and that's what the woman said. Did she sell anything? Well, but like maybe what she's selling isn't the product, it's getting people to join. Did she sell anything? Yeah, her neighbor was really appreciative. Sorry. Everyone was smiling and they just kept laughing. So like what they're selling isn't a product, they're selling the idea. Ugh, just smiling and laughing and looking at hand lotions. Isn't that what a lot of marketing is? Like a lot of marketing is selling a concept or an idea or selling an emotion, trying to convince us that this emotion will come from a product. And then we buy the product because we want that emotion. Just smiling and laughing and looking at hand lotions. Can we just smile? Like, we can just smile and laugh if you want. Like, you don't have to buy something for it. Nah. Want to hear a poem? We are gonna hear their poem. Of course we are. Yes. Sometimes I think and start to sink. Oh no. There's more. Kind of like, don't hold your oh no for later. Sorry. Then I remember it's October. Oh, October. October. My brain just, it must be October. I combined my two favorite months. Fall is really nice. It's the best. I mean, there are pumpkin spice lattes. Days are gonna start getting shorter soon. It makes me sad. I like it. I love the fall, but hate the dark. I like it. You sure do. I seen a raccoon. Was it rabid? Where? Up in Townie Century. He's a big un. Cool. This feels like a dreary day. Squirrels don't like me. Multi-level marketing stuff. Sinkholes. Oh, I probably need a pretzel for my miracle rats. Well, down here it's not so dreary. Legit question. Would the water levels down here rise when it's raining? I bet some rat babies would love a delicious pretzel! Does the stealing get harder? I don't have a pretzel. T-Rex rules. Hey! Hey! I was so fucking close. I'm probably not gonna get another chance today, damn it. Apparently I'm not very good at stealing. I was this close. I thought I'd get away with it. Oh. Yeah, aren't you guys like probably the ones that the adults, like I'm not an adult, think like did all this stuff? Rainy day, huh? But not down here. You kids have your own little secret hideout down here, huh? Whatever. When I was a kid. Ugh. Literally nobody cares. Cool. Well, whatever. Ugh. Okay then. Oh, it's like awkward age transition where we don't quite feel like an adult. We also don't quite feel like a kid. And like, who do we relate to and who do we talk to? Especially if like we stay home and like a lot of friends go off to college. That's also really awkward. I'm bummed I couldn't steal, which is probably one of the most awkward things that I have said recently. And I probably say a lot of really awkward things. Bruce is like way, oh, okay. So you're more of a drifter. That's also like not a great word. Yeah, but it's temporary. Of course. Well, we just wanted to see if you're okay up here. That's not why you're up here with a cop. Yeah, Pastor K has been very kind. Mind if we see your setup here? That's... You only want to see that stuff if you're accusing someone of something. What do you think, Molly? Like asking the cop for like backup on searching stuff? It's fine. Molly's like, what the fuck do you want me to say? All right, Bruce. Yeah? How are you finding Possum Springs? This is the weirdest interrogation ever. Nice place, nice people. You sure? How long you been in town, Bruce? Stop. I've been here for a while now. And I was here before, back in the 70s. They were looking for minors, at least for a while. Got a whole thing going here, Bruce. Bruce is like the most chill person here. Yep. Pretty impressive. Thanks. Yeah, like what do you say to this weird interrogation by City Hall? Well, we sure appreciate you talking to us, Bruce. It was really great to meet you. Was it? This is so awkward. Yep, likewise. Someone needs to get Bruce a cookie for this. All right, troops, let's move out. Thanks again, Bruce. Oh, Bruce, you need like a shit ton of cookies for that. Thanks, Bruce. No trouble. What do I have to say about it? I have organizing thoughts. We don't usually look at people who are struggling with homelessness in a very positive way. So there was that vandalism that happened, and the city council, it's like they're going around pretending to be cops, like, I'm gonna solve this crime in a way more dramatic way than even like the actual cop, like Molly is, and a lot more accusatory, like jumping to conclusions and like having a lot more consequences than is like necessary. But even this idea of if somebody is struggling with homelessness, then they must be a criminal. And that kind of conclusion is what can happen as a result of the stigma. That kind of stigma can exist with mental health too. This idea of if someone is struggling with mental health, then they must be a criminal, or they must, you know, do X, Y, and Z thing. It's this idea of let's interrogate them. We have no reason to think that they've done anything wrong. They're existing. They're leading their own lives. But let's interrogate them for this thing. So what's your story? Got no story. Like, where are you from? North of here, northeast. Worked on the railroads, worked some mines, worked some construction. How do you end up here? String of bad luck. Don't have to talk about it. I never turned down that offer. I think Mae, now that I think about it, was the only person who said you don't have to talk about this. Like, it's very much like how Mae's parents handled things. Like, Mae's parents gave her that space, so maybe she gives it to other people now. So bright in here compared to outside. How does our mom get here faster than us? Hey, Mom. Hey, sweetie. I completely forgot where the sanctuary is. You passed the door on your way here. Oh, I thought those were locked. They're locked sometimes. All doors are locked sometimes. It's very philosophical. Not like saloon doors. Cowboys just walking in and out. That's very rude. The Old West was a very rude time. Howdy, partner. I say, this is powerful rude. That was a way to write it. That's like a Southern gentleman. He's classing the place up. Tarnation. Okay, Mom, no more cowboy talk for you. Dag nabbit. I gotta get back to work, sweetie. Love you. Okay, so I'm assuming there's nothing else back here. I want to get in this room because the door is locked. Just because it's locked, I want to get in there. It's probably something Mae would say. I recognize them. Oh, now I can go in here. Love, peace. This is a very big sanctuary. Hey again. Hey, your mom will be pretty happy you're here. Oh, don't I know it? You're not a churchgoer? No, or I was when I was a kid. Was when I was a kid sounds more honest. Well, you had to go then. Isn't that usually how it goes? We have to go when we're kids. Yeah, I liked Sunday school. I was gonna say, they give you cookies. They give you a cookie and orange drink. Is orange drink really the only name for it? I don't know. I'm realizing I've also been calling it that my entire life. Orange drink. The drink that is orange. When did you stop coming? When my mom stopped making me? When I was like 15 or so. Why? I don't know. All the sitting and standing. Sing this now. Feel this now. Well, the feelings are more suggestions. That might kind of depend on like what church you go to. Doesn't feel like it. Well, I hope you'll maybe come someday. Or Sunday. Someday? Yeah, I guess I haven't seen you preach. Oh wow, preach. Kind of has a bad ring to it, huh? It can. Talk. That works. Hey, how are things with the whole Bruce situation? Well, we're praying, and gears are turning, but they turn slow. But God can turn any gear they want, and I take comfort in that. I hope it turns out okay. Thank you, Mae. Hey, listen, you know, if you ever want to talk or have any questions about, like, God, sure, you can always talk to me. It's kind of in my job description. Okay. Can I take Bruce a cookie? Because I feel like Bruce deserves a cookie. And apparently they have them here. An orange drink. I would also like a cookie though. Cookies? I really like those ones that have the like super artificial pink frosting and sprinkles on them. They're horrible for you, but oh, they're good. I remember them being in a lot of gas stations. I can pet them. You're on a roof in the rain, child. That doesn't sound safe. I was like, why am I still outside? Did I not press the right button? Okay. Oh, it's all blue. Hello, baby rats. Oh, there's 3! I feel like I'm squeezing them. Okay, bye. I don't think you're supposed to squeeze rats like that. I mean, probably isn't a good idea to just feed rogue rats either, but here we are. Mae Borowski does not listen to the rules of society. Mae Borowski does what she goddamn well wants, including jumping on rooftops in the rain. Probably like not a good idea to sit on the roof in the rain. Hey, I'm gonna sit if that's cool. It's cool. What you doing? Drawing. In the rain? Okay, what you drawing? You know how in a movie, like a knife will go through someone's eye? Oh boy, do I ever, but that would like go to your brain. I'm like designing an effect and makeup for that. Oh, that's cool. I'm working on a horror movie. You're gonna make a horror movie? Or that's so rad. Yeah, you're gonna make a horror movie? No. Yeah. I mean, someday I could like direct it and write it and do the makeup. I have a really good scream too. Really? I mean, not like that, but like, yeah, that was, you get what I mean. I want to like go to horror movie school. Does that exist? I don't think, or I think they have those. They have those? They have those? Yeah. I already know how to make fake blood and body parts. Well, shit. Is that what the arm is? Sorry, it's probably boring. How in the world could that possibly be boring? That's a legit question. I know like all of them. Body parts? Horror movies. Everyone. A lot of them. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I gotta go. See ya later. I think that's another thing that happens depending on like where we grew up or how we grew up. Sometimes we might have these dreams, but then we automatically tell ourselves, I can't do that. We find ourselves coming up with reasons why we can't instead of why we can. And then we don't work towards these dreams or aspirations or goals. Of course. Even though, you know, we probably can do a lot of these things. But we don't work towards them because we don't believe we can. And that's really sad. Oh, this is... You're someone else. Okay. Or, I don't know how I feel about that. Hello, old pickaxe. Who named this shop? It's an interesting name. Hey, baby. Hey, Mae. How's it going? Got a load of rock salt to move. Came in early this year. And like a crap load of snow shovels. Usually the distro place doesn't goof up like this. Maybe it's run by weather wizards. Yeah, that's not a bad theory. So what's up? Want to hang out tonight? I'm working. If you want to like come along. Oh, I was thinking we'd play putt-putt out in Hunwick. Mae, that's actually not a bad idea, but sorry, got work. Ah, geez. What is even the point? Paychecks, rent, food, medicine, that kind of thing. So, do you want to come along or not? Got a lot to do today, or let's hang out? Well, let's go talk to other people first and then come back. I do want to hang out with Bae. Want to maximize this friendship, but I want to talk to other people first. Ooh, party barn. It looks sad and empty when we're not playing in it. Oh, that's where the barn play, or the band plays. Video Outpost 2. Oh, Angus isn't here. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting from that conversation. So is Angus at home? Are certain people only available certain days? Oh, that's right. Oh, we were already told that Angus was doing whatever it is, and that's why Greg was lonely. It's wet and I'm cold. The Smelters wouldn't say that. Hell no, Smelters play in any weather. Come rain or shine, it's always Smelter weather. Isn't that almost the UPS logo thing? Who are you? Excuse me. Yeah? I'm looking for the park store? You just missed it. What? You've got an accent? Where are you from? Russia. How did you end up all the way out here? I'm hiking the Great Eastern Deciduous Trail. Oh, oh wow, how is that? Or did you see any bears? Let's just ask about the, how is that? It is hard, but beautiful. It goes to like 6 states, right? Shit, that would be an intense trip. I lost count. I can't imagine walking that far. I can't imagine that either. My guide said there was a park store here. It's gone. It used to be right here, but now there's a Snack Falcon. Do you know where I can get supplies? I mean, Snack Falcon, dude. I guess I can find something in there. Yeah, man, they got all kinds of cool stuff. Probably all perishable, though. Nope, it's definitely not perishable. Isn't everything perishable? We're all going to perish. Everything is going to perish. But yeah, they've got granola bars, I think. Spasibo? Spasibo. What's Spasibo? Thanks. I was just gonna say, that makes the most sense. Oh, Russian. Although, wouldn't Russian be written in like a non-Romanized form? I feel like that would be the downside of... Oh, sorry, I don't want to jump on you. I feel like that would be the downside of guides that are like physically written out versus like the internet, is they don't get updates. So if you had a guide that said, oh, here's this trail and here's like where you can get supplies, that would probably get very easily outdated. Greg, you have a customer outside. Like all of this. Chips. All the sandwiches. Like the chips and the fruits ghosts. Like, oh, that's like non-perishable. Right? I'm saying that right? Hey, Mae. Totally. What's up, dude? Was thinking about going to jail. Okay, let's see where this goes. Like you're planning on going? Or like you're afraid of going? Like you're planning on going? I think I could break out. Okay, they made some movies about that back in the day. Escape from Alcatraz? Yeah. Maybe I should like test my skills of escape. I don't think that's a great idea. That sounds like an impulsive decision. I would not recommend that. I feel like the risk is bigger than any possible reward. That is a fantastic way of describing that, Mae. Thank you. Yeah. What brought this up? Had a nightmare about going to jail. My cousin went to jail. My other cousin Jen said it was inevitable. Fuck. Oh man, you're not inevitable. I mean, it's not inevitable. No, go back. I am definitely inevitable. The inevitable Greg. TM. Unless that's already been done. Is Angus around today? Nah, he's off doing some stuff and things. What stuff? Family stuff. That's been a theme with them lately, right? They're not worth talking about. How supportive is Angus's family of this relationship? Yeesh. You wanna hang out? Got a lot to do today. Or yeah, man, let's roll. I kinda wanna hang out with Bae. Let's hang out with Bae. Cool, later. I like Greg, but I've hung out with him before. It feels really sad to tell both of these people no, I don't want to hang out with you. Just how it feels. And then to just like go outside in the rain. Hey! Let's hang out. Let's be friends. So do you want to come along or not? Yes. Yes. Let's be friends. Let's hang out. House call. Couldn't you just like refuse to do house calls? Nope. Why? It's called a job. People pay you to do it. I mean, you could refuse then. Like that is an option, but you're choosing not to. Ideally, at least. That's also true. Ideally, you get paid for it. You coming? There's a thing. There's a thing back here by the driveway. Yeah, she's an old lady. She's got weird shit in her yard. It's like a windmill. Mae seems like she's getting distracted. Like, oh my god, did you see that thing? Yep. I've never been back here before. Mae Borowski, you have now been here. It's nice. Yeah, just a bunch of old cabins people turned into houses. Some hunting cabins. So, like, don't get shot or anything. Fuck. Buck season isn't for 2 days, right? I mean, would people care, though, if they're that willing to shoot stuff? Well, folks get impatient for murder. It ain't murder if it's animals. That's dark. Hold that thought. You gonna knock? Thank you for coming on such short notice. No problem. I can sleep through a 4-alarm fire, but that furnace, we'll take a look at it. Ever since Jean passed, I can't abide that thumping. What the fuck is that furnace doing? What is this music doing? Because I love it. Understandable. Jean was such a darling, man. Is this woman gonna tell us stories? Hey, what did you mean by hold that thought? Wait for it. I'll never forgive them for taking him away. Uh-huh. Ain't like I didn't treat him right. I looked it up on the internet. He didn't smell or nothing. Wait for it. What do you mean didn't smell? You can't take a woman's husband just because he's dead. This is like Norman Bates level of stuff. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. There it is. Holy God. Took him right off that couch. It's a crime. Yeah, a crime was definitely committed, all right. They just couldn't abide not being able to tax him anymore. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Well, I won't talk your ears off about it. Come take a look at my fridge while you're here. We bill by the half hour. I am still processing that. Good job. Yeah, it's a nice fridge. What's the problem? Oh, there's no problem. It's just a classic. I just wanted to show it off. An original Luna Freeze. Wow. They were all the rage when I was your age. They last forever. They make me feel so young. I saw one of these the other night when I got back into town. Oh, really? Where? On the side of the road. Upside down, under some logs in a creek in a ravine. I don't think she liked that. So, furnace? Oh yes, right through here to the basement. Sounds good. Come on, Mae. All right, we'll be down there for a bit. Please remember not to lock us in. So is this the person who, like in the beginning, someone made a comment about that? And Mae was like, we'll charge all this extra stuff. And then I was also kind of like, yeah, but if they forgot, like that wouldn't help. This gives a lot more context. What? Last time we sent someone, he got locked in the basement? I assure you that did not happen. He called me. From your basement? Your man did smell a bit of booze when he came by. Oh, okay. Busted. Or something. Okay, down we go. So like, if that's what happened, wouldn't it be a good idea to keep like someone upstairs, like Mae upstairs, to make sure that the locking doesn't happen? It was nice meeting you. I don't really know who you are, little person. Wow. I feel like I can understand a little more of why Mae would be like, we're gonna charge. Oh man, I love creepy basements. And why wouldn't you? Look at all this splendor. Geez, she has a lot of junk. Maybe she has a few more husbands stacked in the corner. Yeah. Or arms. Ooh. Let's get this done so we can go home. Are we just gonna touch everything? It's a baseball bat, thing, fishing pole. Isn't it illegal to smoke indoors? I mean, probably, but if it's someone's house and they don't care, or your own house and you don't care. It is. Although, is it a good idea to smoke near a furnace? Probably depends on if it's gas or not. Well, well, well. Bay the criminal. It's a dummy. Oh, I'm trying to quit. It's like vaping. So I chew on this thing. What? Notice no smoke coming out? I didn't notice. No smoke at all? Because it's also a video game, and I just thought that was video game rules. But like, I've seen you smoke. Yeah, not indoors. Oh, I totally thought it was real. Where did you think the smoke was going? I thought you were swallowing it? May, that's not how it works. May, do you know how smoking works? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a smoking scientist, Beatrice. Good Lord, what else don't you know? I'm sorry, I didn't get a degree in cigarettology. What even was your major in college? Kicking ass and getting rad? I mean, the first couple years of college are usually like gen ed classes anyways, so she probably didn't have to pick a major. So that's the furnace. Yep, that's the furnace. I've decided his name is Clanky. Okay, you just hang out. I'm gonna go fix this right quick. Don't like break anything. What am I gonna break? This is a basement full of crap. So that means I'm gonna touch everything and break it all. Oh geez, okay, shouldn't be long. Can I help? Nope. Why am I here then? Cause you wanted to come along, yeah. Just chill. Jeez, this is one old ass fan. It's made of metal and you could chop your finger off. Oh, we can't actually touch it. Okay. We can jump on things. Fish, fish, fish! What other things can we touch? Badminton. Badminton. Racket. She couldn't say badminton. I bet I can make something out of all this junk. Jeez. Who even would have this much junk? I can't go up. Okay. Okay, I can see this being useful. Oh, so we had to do the thing first. We had to look at the furnace first. Then we can start grabbing stuff. This looks useful. What else? We can't do anything with the baseball bat. Oh. We can do something with this. I need your expertise to fix this stupid furnace, Professor. But not the baseball bat? Alright, so I can't carry anything else, so I'm gonna say this is enough stuff. What are we doing with this stuff? So, I got a gnome. Oh, that's what it is. A fishing pole, a badminton racket, and a fan. Got 2 wheels, a turny thing with no wheel. Probably just need to turn the turny thing to open up the heat pipes or to turn up the fire. To open up the heat pipes. Clanky's probably got loads of heat, but it can't get out. To get Clanky all hot and bothered, we will teach Clanky to love. I bet I could, I think Nomi could bite into the turny thing where the wheel was. Could use the racket as a handle. Use the racket as a handle? Yeah, that would work. This is not how furnaces are fixed, I'm pretty sure. Although we're not always going to be here to pull it. One good hard pull should do it. Although we're not always going to be here to pull it. The fan should stay on, and then if this breaks, you only have to replace the fan. It should be good for the environment too, that's important. Like the turbines on the mountain by Fort Lucerne. God, I remember when everyone was so mad about that. It's gonna ruin the view, it's gonna kill the birds. You know what else is gonna ruin the view and kill the birds? When a meteor hits the earth because it gets too hot. That's what happened to the dinosaurs. Okay, where was I? Dinosaurs were effing rad, or making a basement turbine out of a badminton racket. Dinosaurs were effing rad. They had dinosaurs in the ocean too. I'm glad I wasn't a fish back then. Did they have fish? Were they like dinosaur fish? No, fish or fish May, get a grip. Or I mean, they'd have to be dinosaur fish, right? It's like May has gone off on this tangent and is having a hard time focusing. which is even harder when we know that we need to focus, but we can't do it. I mean, they'd have to be dinosaur fish, right? Yeah, I mean, back then they had dinosaur eggs, dinosaur trees, dinosaur poop. I'd like to see a dinosaur moose. I bet that would have been great. Okay, focused Mae, making a turbine. So there isn't a lot of wind down here, but like we could stick Nomi in the ground. Sorry, Nomi. Put the fan on top of his flat table butt. Feel that pain, Nomi? I have one too. And tie the racket on like this. I don't think this is a great solution. Hey, all right. I should like start a company. Sustainable garbage turbine. Okay, done. What? Everything you did, wasn't that great? I think I fixed it. Now let's see what we've got here. Yeah, we did it. What did you do? I engineered an elegant long-term solution. God damn it. Way to go, Mae. Please don't fix anything ever again. Like, don't even have a pet. Wow. Anything you have to maintain. Aw, freaking crap. It was totally gonna work. This is so typical. I'm gonna go check the exit. It's gonna be locked. Wait, here. We're gonna need that baseball bat. It's so bright for a reason. It's calling my name. Damn it. Well, we're locked in. I knew this was gonna happen. Stupid Bae. See if you can yell. We can cut a hole in the floor. See if you can yell. I mean, it's not her fault. Like, Bae is kicking herself like, oh, it's my fault. Like, I'm stupid. It's not her fault. It's not gonna work. Miss Miranda. It didn't work. Well, this knob is really old and loose. Maybe I can, like, figure this out. I'll look around, too. Yeah, you go look around a whole bunch. I can help, too. Ugh, I want this baseball bat. Well, if she responds to it clinking, maybe we just clink it a bit with the baseball bat. The one thing she could hear is this furnace when it was broken. Broken things need to be broken. This sounds like a genius and awful business idea because you break it and then you get to fix it again. Well, it's the one tool I do know how to use. A tool for beating ass. A look on her face. This is not great. Whoa, not great. Can't furnaces literally explode? Like, a lot of furnaces are gas, aren't they? I mean, like, if we're gonna do it, let's just do it. Oh no, oh no. Nah. Suck it, you piece of crap furnace. Wow, that is pretty loud. Yeah, geez. Surprised I can't hear that back in town. Okay, cool, she's coming, thank God. Thank me, more like. Hey, Mrs. Miranda, you locked us in. Well, that was fun. Uh-huh. You all right? She gave us lemonade. Yeah? You not like lemonade? Or it's such a nice night out. You not like lemonade. It's fantastic. Then what's up? Nothing. Just tired. Worked all day. I'm a hyper. Well, like, you destroyed something. Good for you. Oh, you are zero fun. Yep. You need, like, some magical shit to, like, give you a new perspective. Like, therapy? Oh, this therapy isn't magical. Let me know when that happens. Wouldn't want to miss it. But, like, Bae works so much. Like, that's my impression. I can imagine Bae being the person who works, like, 12, 16-hour shifts. And then tries to work more. And so this idea of, like, when do you rest? When do you have time for yourself? It's the kind of thing where we often sacrifice self-care time first in order to work more, in order to pay our bills, things like that. So then we end up being burnt out and exhausted. And it's really hard to tell ourselves, I'm going to take care of myself when we feel like we're choosing between self-care and paying the bills. Collecting fireflies? I don't know how many I need. Oh, we gotta get these up here. There we go. Come on, little buddies. We're going to impress a burnt out friend of ours. Wow. Are you like a firefly whisperer or something? They just like me, I guess. You're an interesting person, Mae Borowski. No, Miss Miranda is an interesting person. Granddad said being interesting is all you can hope to be. Yeah, let's go with that. Well, mission accomplished. Woohoo! You know, I have to say, this would have been a much less exciting evening if you weren't along for the ride. Along for the ride? See, I'm good to have around. Yeah, I'm good to have around. I mean, you can certainly beat the shit out of a furnace. I can beat the shit out of anything. You should, like, channel that aggression you always have into something useful. Haven't we been told to journal? Dr. Hank said way back I needed to repress it. That's not great. That's not great. That's a lot like avoiding. That's not great. Repress, not like learn to deal with it. Thank you. Thank you. He specifically said repress. That's bottling things up sometimes can feel like a solution in the moment because emotions can feel scary, they can feel overwhelming, and sometimes we don't know how to deal with it. That's fair. But bottling emotions up is like shaking a soda. Eventually all that shit comes out. Aggressively, usually. And like ignoring our feelings, avoiding them, repressing them, just because we're pretending that they don't exist doesn't mean that they're not there. They're still there. They're still impacting us and what's going on in our life. The difference is that we don't know why we're acting the way we're acting because we're repressing them or avoiding them or all that other stuff. Oh, okay. So, do you think Mrs. Miranda, like, pulled her husband's guts out? Isn't that what you do for mummies? It was like internal organs and very specific ones, I believe. I don't know, Mae. Do you think you'd have the stomach for it? Nope. Probably took a lot of heart. That was probably was that one of the organs they would pull out? Yep. I wish she would explain it to us. I get it, Mae. She really wrecked them. Okay, that probably stayed in place. Yeah, it should stay where it belongs. Oh, Mae, I'm leaving. Hey, you gotta live your life. Bye, this is me gone. Hey, wait up. You're walking back to town. You got a lot of gall to say that. I'm calling the cops. That is a lot of organ puns. Oh, what drawing do we have now? Workin', grrr, angry furnace. Who makes a mummy? Hi, Dad. How's work? You know, better than the glass factory, is it? I've mined, I've ran machines, but now I get to slice steaks and hawk salamis. I mean, it's easier on the back, that's for sure. Like, what about mentally? But like, do you like it? Thank you. I like having a paycheck. Fair. Paycheck's the sweetest meats of all. But like, happiness. Like, when do we allow ourselves to do what we want in life instead of just what we feel like we have to? There's that kind of caveat of if we don't feel like we can pay our bills, then it's really hard to think about what we want in life, right? There's this idea of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and this idea that if our basic needs are being taken care of, we're not going to worry about anything other than that. Like, it's really hard to worry about our self-esteem if we feel unsafe, for example. That can play out in this idea of Maslow's hierarchy can play out in a lot of different ways, but even this idea of dreams and aspirations, it's really hard to think about that if we're having a hard time paying the bills, which is totally fair. What do you do tonight? Oh, you know, stuff. Tired. I feel like I just did a day's work. You did a day's work on that furnace. You know, there are places you can get paid for work these days. Ooh, that could be a job. Oh, really? Yeah, they call it working. Oh, you kids with your slang. Slang you could pick up at work. Okay, yes, point made. I feel the urge to keep giving Dad benefit of the doubt. Because up until now there was a lot of that feeling of acceptance that I noticed. Because I really wish that it was more conversations about like, hey, like, how do you feel about getting a job? Like, can we talk about this instead of things that maybe could be jabs? And I guess the reason why I feel like giving some benefit of the doubt is because sometimes those conversations are so awkward that we try to make them those jokes instead. Does that make it any better? Potentially not, like, quite honestly. But sometimes it's the only way it gets talked about. And some of this is so subjective, too. What about those boxes I asked about in the crawl space? I'm thinking about it. Watch some TV with me? Yeah, for a little bit. Or no, I'm heading to bed. Like, this at least feels a little better as far as how I was asking. Perfect timing. Garbo and Malloy is starting. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. You know, we like to get political here. Gotta do it, gotta. You hear about this new law in the books? Pirating a movie online. You know about it? I do. Punishable by up to 10 years in prison. I've seen the commercials. Wow, and here I've been trying to get in the hard way. He has, folks. Wonder if pirating a movie about first-degree murder earns you more prison respect than one about grand larceny. Hey, Malloy. You know what I think about that law? What, Garbo? That's a whoopah. Coming up next, stupid sandwiches. Fuck. Okay. Well, glad we watched that. Kind of. Oh, no. I want to check the laptop. You can't live in bed, Mae. I feel like sometimes the answer to that is try me. Hey, punk. What you do tonight? Got trapped in a basement. Beat up a furnace. Right on, man. Night-night. Hey, that was fun. Let's do that again sometime. You are pretty handy when it comes to breaking stuff. I'm sure there's a job in there somewhere. They do have those places where you can... they like have these whole places set up with just like plates and whatever kind of destructible stuff it is. And they're like, yeah, no, we don't care what you destroy. Just like take this hammer, I don't know, or baseball bat and like go to town. I could see Mae running one of those places. That sounds perfect for her. Yeah, it's called demolition. That too. You can actually get a job doing that. Holy shit, I found my calling. I'm glad I can help facilitate this. Oh, so I've looked up people who attract insects. Seems to come down a lot to heat and various odors. They can't get enough of this. Guess not. Good night, Mae. Night. Oh my god. I love that sound effect. Okay, now we can go to bed and see what dreams we have tonight. Where does your laptop go when you sleep, Mae? I just realized that. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, so we need 4 things that we have to find. Oh, that's a wall. It's very easy. It's very, eerie. I was gonna say uneasy. It's very eerie without the music. Okay, so one is below me. Because I think the lights kind of give you some hints of where to go. Like some hint. Because otherwise you're just wandering around in the dark going, where the fuck do we go? Oh, Mae. Thank you. Up or down? I suppose up means I can always jump down from it. Oh. expected a different jump. Are these all the same creatures that they're the same like species that her friends are? Like I noticed the bear, there's the crocodile. Is there a wolf, coyote, whatever Greg is too? Aren't those the same species too that are on the mural on the wall? No, there's also a bird on the wall too. Are we gonna go in the water? Oh, nope, there's a bird here too. Okay, so I think I go back. I also like how it's like all neon-y in the dream world. Some of these dream spaces, like right here, are so empty. Like without some kind of a light to guide you, it's very difficult. Oh! That too. Like, where do you go? Don't be a bear. It's a very big squirrel. Okay. There's never a dull dream in these games. If we could say that that's a theme, that's definitely a theme. Dreams are interesting. I feel like in this kind of chunk of the video, most of our time was with Bae, so it was any kind of character development has probably a little more to do with her, and of course, Mae. You know, this idea that Mae is probably a little okay with destruction and venting in that way, but also like Mae was told to repress her feelings and repress her emotions instead of validating them and learning to sit with them, and those things that I feel like are a little more helpful. Because if we, like I said before, when we repress our emotions, when we avoid them, it's not helpful. They're still there. And when I think of what can happen if we hypothetically spend years repressing our emotions, what happens is, I guess what comes to my mind is confusion, because we still get the consequences of all of those emotions, but then we're sitting there going, well, I don't know why though, because we haven't had the time to validate them, to think about them, all of that other kind of stuff. And so all of that is not great. And I think that when we have a doctor say to do this, we usually listen, because when we have an authority figure tell us that kind of stuff, that's our instinct, that's our urge. And so I think that's also really hard when we hear that kind of information, and maybe it's not the greatest. And sometimes that is what happens, unfortunately. We also have Bae, who is overworking herself. And I also get this impression that not only is she overworking herself, but she blames herself for everything. And we've seen these glimpses of Mae and her own self-esteem where it's like, oh, this shirt makes me look awful and I just look awful in general. And how it's some appearance stuff, and potentially her self-esteem has that same kind of connection to school as well. But with Bae, it's a lot of motivation type stuff, because Bae's talked about that before, where it's like, oh, you weren't trying hard enough if you dropped out of school. And so when something isn't working out with Bae and she has that kind of mentality, it makes me wonder if she blames herself and is like, oh, I'm lazy, I'm not trying hard enough. because that is how that kind of self-esteem type stuff can work out when we use that kind of language with ourselves. This idea of if I take time off because I'm sick, I might use the word selfish with that. I might see that as being selfish. I might see that as being lazy. And any kind of mistake that may happen, even if it's not even a mistake, even if it's just life happening, we might take that on our own shoulders. And that kind of can create this cycle where our self-esteem can cause us to blame ourselves more. And then the more we blame ourselves, the more that kind of impacts our self-esteem. So I feel like these are the little things that the game has kind of shown us more of. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on everything that's happening in the game and the videos, and I'll see you guys next time.